Welcome to NHL Draft Pros. On today's video, we're going to be going over the Columbus Blue Jackets prospect pool, and boy, is this team stocking up on prospects. The last few drafts have been impressive, and this team is going to be stacked in a few years to come. Watch out. And as always, please subscribe and hit the like button to help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. All right, so this year, the Columbus Blue Jackets landed the third overall pick, and they lucked out on this player here at number 1, and that is Mr. Adam Fantilli. Wow. When he landed number 3, they were probably like, did we just acquire our number 1 center for the future? Yes, you did. So he went third overall in the 2023 NHL draft. He's 19 years old, 6'2", and 195-pound centerman. You got to love that size. And this year in the NCAA, come on, like 65 points in 36 games. Yes, 30 goals, 35 as a true freshman. And he took home the Hobey Baker Award as the top collegiate hockey player in the nation. So Adam Fantilli already comes with a lot of accreditation, I guess you could say. And if you check out the video, I did a scouting report on Adam Fantilli. Just go to the homepage and you'll see it there. All right, so this is from that. His skating, yes, for a big man, he can motor. Look at this. Just says, see you later, and then buries it right there. What a goal. So let's watch this again. He picks up a loose puck here along the boards, and he says, yeah, I'm gone. Look at that. For a big man, yes, he can move. You know what the nice thing about Adam Fantilli is that he's got a little edge to him. And he's a great 200-foot centerman. Look at this shot. Boom, it's in the net. Thank you very much. Like I was saying, a great 200-foot centerman. He's got great work ethic, good compete. I just love everything about his game. And this is the World Championships against men. And watch this little dipsy. Oh, come on. Yep. I mean, granted it's Latvia, but still, that's some nice. And then he just buries it, says, thank you very much. Adam Fantilli, number 1. Okay, moving on to number 2. Yes, another stud that they picked up last year's draft, David Jiricek. And he's another one I really liked last year. He went 6th overall in the 22 draft. He's 19 years old, 6'3", 209, right-handed D. Yes, that is a great size defenseman. And look at this. His first year in the AHL, 38 points in 55 games as a defenseman. At the U20 World Championships, 7 points in 7 games for Czechia. Yeah, he's pretty impressive on the offensive side too. So let's go over some clips. So this is from the AHL this year, and we're going to go over some things. Now, the thing with him, he's got some confidence with the puck. Say, look at that. Nice little out here. He's got the puck. He says, I'll slow it down. Had some traffic. I'll watch a stretch pass right there, and they end up scoring. So for a big man, he can move. He's got some nice hands. And you got to remember, he's only 19. And he's 6'3" and 200-plus pounds. So, there's time to grow. Now watch this little skate out that he takes right here. So this is one of the things. Look at that pass. Come on. Another stretch pass. What a dart. Watch this. Says I'm going to take it for a skate. Drops it back. This is a power play here, but nice hands. And then he gets back on his point. Slows it down and gets it out. Yeah. So this is the nice thing about David Jiricek. All right, number 3. We have another great skating defenseman, and that is Denton Mateychuk. So last year in the 2022 NHL draft, he went 12th overall. So they picked up 2 studs. Columbus did in the first round last year. He's 19 years old, 5'11", 187. So he's not too big, but he can move the puck. That's one of his strengths. Look at this, 65 points in 63 games, again, as a defenseman. So he's got some offensive upside. Now watch this. His skating is one of his trademarks. He can motor. Look at this. He says, I'm gone. See you later. That's some great skating right there. And then he ends up burying this right here. Nice goal. And we're going to see some maneuverability, some edge work here. Look at that. Says, yep. And then puts it on net here. Or no, he passes it off. And then they end up getting the goal. But yeah, his skating is his forte. He's got some great skating. Look at that. Just right through the 2D there. And some great hands too, actually. So he's another one. Come on, the top 3 already. That's some pretty impressive prospects Columbus has. All right, number 4, we got Corson Ceulemans. And so he went 25th overall in the 2021 NHL draft. He's 20 years old, 6'2", 198, right-handed D. So again, size is key here. Although Denton Mateychuk is probably the smallest D on this list, but Look at that. And he's a smooth skating D2. Corson Ceulemans, like, you got to watch him skate. And he had, in the NCAA, had 23 points in 33 games, which is not bad for a defenseman. Got a taste of the AHL, had 2 points in 13 games. But there is some offensive upside in Corson Ceulemans there. And I think that that's a nice pickup too. All right, number 5 on the list for the Blue Jackets, we got Stanislav Svozil. And he is a 20-year-old, 6 foot, 181-pound D that plays in the dub, and he was 69th overall in 2021. And look at these numbers. 78 points in 56 games as a defenseman. Yes, he's got some offensive upside, needs to work on his defensive part of his game, but this kid can definitely move the puck around, and it's going to be interesting to see how his development goes. I'd like to see how he does in the minors. He's pretty much torched the dub, so it's time to move on and see what he does in the minors, and I think that's going to give us an idea of how he's going to progress. All right, number 6, moving on. We got Gavin Brindley. He was a potential first rounder in this year's draft, in the 2023 NHL draft. He slid to number 34, so the second pick in the second round, and Columbus taking the Michigan boys there. They got Adam Fantilli in the first round, 3rd overall. Now they got Gavin Brindley. So you know what? And there's some history with the Michigan players in Columbus. So I think they're doing something nice there. And you know what? Gavin Brindley, he had 38 points in 41 games. The first part of the season wasn't really doing too much, and then he got moved up to the first line, and then he just went on fire. And that was after the World Juniors. His size is an issue, 5'9", 168, but let me tell you, he plays with a lot of grit, and he works hard. I love his game. Will that translate into the NHL? Time will tell. Okay, number 7, we have Jordan Dumais. Played in the Q. Look at these numbers, 140 points in 64 games. Yes, he was 96th overall in 2022. He's 19, 5'9", 174, so another smaller player, but was the MVP in the Q, and he just lit up the lamp. Like, there's no question this kid has some offensive upside. Skating was an issue with Jordan Dumais. If they can work on that, and like I said, again, this is another one, progression into the minors, see where he goes from there. He's done everything he can in the Q. Time to move on and see how he does in the minors. All right, number 8, we have Dmitri Voronkov. He is 22, 6'4", 190 pounds. He got drafted way back in 2019, 4th round, 114th overall. He's been doing really well in the Russian league. This past year in the KHL, at 31 points in 54 games. That's really good for a 20-year-old player in the Q. And he's big, right? 6'4", 190. They take a little bit longer to develop. I'd like to see what he does when he comes over to North America and see how that goes. But potential there. I think that's a potential sleeper. All right, number 9, Luca Belluz. Great name, 19 years old, 6 feet, 179. In 2022, he was a second rounder, 44th overall. Check out these points. 87 points in 66 games. Yes, he can put the puck in the net. I liked his play. I watched him play a couple times in the O, and good hard worker, and potentially, could be a good middle 6 type player. So I think that, again, this is another one. Watch his progression, see where things go. All right, and then the last one, the 10th overall, we got William Whitelaw, who played in the USHL. I got a chance to see him live too. Another smaller player, 5'9", 174, but man, this kid motor. He had 61 points in 62 games in the USHL, which is really impressive for a young kid. And he went in the 3rd round, 66 overall, but he's got some wheels and he's got some nice hands too. And watching him live, I have to admit, he's pretty impressive. Can move around pretty good. So another one, size might be a factor. So we got like 3 players on this list that are 5'9". So we want to see if they can, handle the next level, I guess you could say, the minors and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they progress. But you know what? Overall, Columbus has some really nice players in their pipeline, and we're going to go over the list here. We got Adam Fantilli at 1, David Jiricek at 2, Mateychuk 3, Ceulemans 4, Svozil 5, Brindley 6, Dumais 7, Voronkov 8, Belluz 9, and William Whitelaw at number 10. This organization is doing some nice things here, and I'm really impressed with their minor system, their prospects, and looking forward to see how this team progresses. So as always, please subscribe, hit the like button, help us grow. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm going to start pumping them out now since the summer's over and it's hockey time, baby. Let's go. Cheers.